Hello, everybody. Today I have something a little bit different for you. Um, Water bottles. Topic of water bottles. Specifically this. This is my Hydrate Pro 21 ounce water bottle. Um, that's a smart water bottle. It measures how much you drink, has a Bluetooth link to your phone, can tell you to drink more. You can set how much you want to drink, what kind of drink you're actually drinking, all kinds of stuff like that. Um, since the water bottles are expensive these days, especially if you get those insulated ones like this one. It has that steel inner lining and an outer lining and like a vacuum in the middle so that when you put hot stuff in there, they stay hot. Cold stuff stays cold for a fairly good period of time, most of the day anyways. And I really like this. I have an old insulated water bottle, just a simple water bottle with a nice wide lid like this. I don't like the narrow lids. Um, and it works great, except the lid's messed up on it, so I had to start finding something different. You go to the stores these days, a simple water bottle that with the insulated lining like that is like 20 to 30 bucks. Stanley has these water bottles that they've made forever that used to be like 20 bucks, nothing special. Somebody decided one day, oh, that's cool. That's a water bottle from Stanley and it works really nice, blah, blah, blah. Now they're outrageous and those are like 45 plus. So everybody else has hopped on that bandwagon and all these water bottles are just horribly expensive. And I would never pay that much for one of those water bottles. This one was $70. Hold up. Didn't I just say I would never spend that much for a water bottle? Yeah, actually, I got this one. I was at a Goodwill looking for a water bottle because I thought, well, maybe somebody's got one there. And I saw this one for $2. And I bought it. What I noticed was this. This thing on the bottom of it comes out. And it has a little charging piece on it. And I thought, there's something special about that. I'm going to spend $2 and find out what it is. So this is a little bit of a how-to guide for you as well. If you happen to have one of these or come across one of these, the battery on this doesn't work anymore. These have built-in lithium polymer batteries, LiPo batteries. They're non-replaceable according to the manufacturer because they want you to spend $50 for the little puck right there. Well, I'm not going to do that. I would have just used it as a regular water bottle. But it's just so cool. Check this out. Okay, I'm going to put you down here so you can see. It has a sensor built onto the bottom of this so that if I push the little thing here, this is the top called the chug top. You just push the little button and it opens and it has a nice wide opening to chug. Very simple top. If I drink, and set this down on the table and give it a second to weigh itself. Give it a second to weigh itself. There you go. It'll let me know that I've taken a drink. You can change the glow that it has and everything. So they're pretty cool water bottles. Again, $70 for these new, and I wouldn't pay for this. So what am I doing this video on? The battery in this thing. So if you have one of these water bottles, well, I'm going to take the little puck out right there. You can see the LEDs around it. You can see the charging dots right there. It has a little magnetic charging cable that you can use for it. But it'll get to the point like any kind of lithium polymer battery is, whether you've got a battery powered cordless vac, cordless tools, earbuds, whatever. Eventually those batteries stop working. And actually I'll show you the batteries from this one. The battery was in a single pack that was actually two batteries strapped together. And see how they're puffed up like little pillows? These are supposed to be flat. This puffing up means these batteries internally have gone bad and they puff up like this. The manufacturer does not want you to replace this battery. And I'm not spending $50 for a puck. I've spent $6.70 for a charging cable for one of these things, which was okay. So I decided, I'm in that much. Let's see if we can replace the battery. And I did. I was successful. There's the battery that I used, and I think I found one after I found the one I used that's going to be even better. And I'm going to show you guys real quick how to get in here to this battery and how to replace it. The batteries that you're going to need, the one that I ended up needing, I'll post a picture up here. I got it on Amazon. The LiPo batteries, like you use for drones and things like that, all come with a number for the type of battery that dictates the size, physical size of the battery. The voltage of the battery, and most all of these small ones are going to be 3.7 volts. And the capacity of the battery, how much energy it can store. The one that was originally in here said it was a 420 milliamp battery. And I think that's because there were two of these with a custom little piece of electronics in them that lets you link them together and act as one. I don't know if buying two smaller batteries and strapping them together would work or not. What I found was a 55-1430 180 milliamp battery, so a slightly smaller capacity, but still same voltage. It just means that it doesn't hold a charge as long, for $9. So I went ahead and ordered one. I did end up later finding an 802030, an 80-20-30 battery that looks like it's pretty much the exact same size, and you basically have to measure length, width, and thickness so that it'll fit in here. There's only so much room in here. And I found that 80-20-30 battery is a 20 millimeter by 30 millimeter by like a 6 millimeter thick, which I believe would fit perfectly in here with room to spare. $749, so it's even cheaper. And I went ahead and ordered that. So let me show you how to get this thing apart and how to replace the battery. The manufacturer does not want you to replace these batteries, so they make it hard to do for a couple of things, and I'll show you that real quick. All right, real time, all you're going to need is a small Phillips screwdriver. There are 3 screw holes here. Put that in there. These are going to be quite tight in there, so you're going to have to turn pretty hard to get them out. Here we go, there's one. Two. 3. And this just pulls right off. And there we go. There's the inside. And the battery sits in this little spot right here. Now here is the battery that I used. The 55-1430 180 milliamp 3.7 volt battery. And it just clips in right here. So why can't you just buy one of these batteries and clip it in place? Well, normally that's all you would do. You just buy this and plug it in. But here's a couple of things you got to be careful for. When you take the old battery out, you're going to have to cut this connector off of it. The replacement batteries almost all come with a connector style called, these are all called JST, a pH 2 millimeter pitch. What that means is you'll notice that there's a gap between these two wires here. That's called a pitch. And the standard plug here is a JST pH 2 millimeter pitch, which means 2 millimeters between the wires or the little connectors inside. They used a smaller one, a JST SH 1 millimeter pitch. So this is a smaller connector than what you normally get on these batteries. So you're going to have to clip the end off of your battery, clip the end off of the old battery, and tape them or solder them together. And these wires are so small, I just decided not to solder them, just to tape them. Because there's no current running through here to speak of, really. It's just make sure to really tape each piece good. when you do that, so that there's no possibility of touching, and you're going to be fine. It's in a stable spot. It's never going to move. Another thing, you notice there's a red and a black wire. You cannot connect the red wire from the new battery to the red wire on the old plug and the black to the black. They reversed the stinking colors on these things. If I follow this where the black wire comes in here, there's a little trace on the circuit here, and I follow that over, and it shows it goes to a positive label. Black is usually negative, red is usually positive. If you look on your car battery or anything else that has a red and black color for your voltages, red is positive, black is negative. They reverse them on this plug, so if you, as a do-it-yourselfer, try to plug in one of these batteries, it doesn't work. Are you kidding me? Really? You can't? I hate manufacturers that do that. It really irritates me. So all you got to do is just reverse them. Once you do that, that's all you need. Tuck this thing in here nicely, and I take this and put this in here first. And notice that there is a little thing that sticks up right here. That goes in where this orange dot is. That's your, like if you ever have to reset it, that's your reset button. So I just tuck all this in here nicely. And actually, once I got it like that, I might be able to just go, go back on from above. Put my screws back in. And after doing this, it is a good idea to really recalibrate your water bottle if you already own one of these, because messing with this and pushing on the sensor and everything is just you're gonna look at the app and it's gonna tell you you've had like 4,000 ounces of water or something stupid like that. So just recalibrate everything. Okay, let's make sure everything is on tight. Plug her back in, take me a drink, and see if it's smart enough to figure it out since I've been goofing around with it. And I think there's a red light in there to tell me, yeah, something doesn't like something because I've messed around with it. Oh, no. I think I was seeing the record button on my phone. There we go. I just had to let it sit for a moment so it knows I drank something. So yeah, obviously that worked. So I know I could have probably made this into a shorter video, but I wanted to go through in real time, kind of, sort of, how easy it is to fix these. And if you happen to have one of these Hydrate water bottles, you don't have to pay $50 for the puck. I think $7.50 for the battery. That 80-20-30 battery would be perfectly okay. If nothing else, I know the 55-14-30 battery, the smaller capacity works, and that would be fine. To give you an idea of how long the smaller capacity battery lasts, it is currently Sunday afternoon, almost exactly 1 o'clock. My clock's going to go off in just a second, actually. About 5 minutes, actually. I charged this Wednesday night or Tuesday night and took it off the charger Wednesday morning. Drove to visit my sister, so I left early. I took it off the charger like 5 a.m., something like that. It was really early. And it's lasted from then until now, and I'm currently at 44% charge on this. So it's losing about 12% charge per day according to that rate. So you'd get about 7 days out of it. 5 to 7 days easily, even on the lower capacity battery. That's fine for me. The higher capacity battery, you'd probably get a 2-week charge. I mean, that's great. Most people are used to charging their phones and their watches and stuff like that anyway, every day or two, so it's probably not going to be a big deal. It's take it off and throw a magnetic clip on it. It's really easy. So there you go. The ins and outs of how these things work and how they want you to not be able to replace this. And hopefully you got something out of this because you can replace it. It's very easy to do and it's very inexpensive. And you'll have your water bottle back again. Thanks for watching, guys.